It really doesn't matter what level of experience you come from. Talent for big data will definitely impress you, and definitely you will realize that talent for big data is such an easy area to learn and gel and to provide the big data solutions. Now, this is an introductory session where I want to, demonstrate and showcase you the kind of capabilities and the kind of features that Talend has to offer in the big data area. Now let us all see quickly what Talend can do in minutes, reducing the man hours, effort estimation in doing the MapReduce programming in Hadoop. Shall we? Now what we had planned during one of our project session also, okay, I have taken up one from one of my previous clients' experience. I have taken up and I have masked the banking industry data, where the challenge that we got from the business was addressing the challenges in the growing business with the use of the big data. What this use case is all about, I'll give you a quick overall round experience in very shortly. We'll use this customer filled weblog data which is collected by a bank to understand their customer behavior, and with the help of big ETL job we will answer the question that this bank KPI have asked us to build in Talend for big data, or more predominantly they have asked us that can we handle such a huge weblog and get some meaningful data or the business data, meaningful decision out of it. And the KPI or the requirement was, where should the bank hold the marketing campaigns for the new product launch in order to get more and more customer and business. We had designed it for them in the ETL big data analytics style. Okay, so this use case was that this bank has collected a huge weblog file from their customers' interaction, and it was not a very structured data, of course, and they wanted to it was semi-structured data, and they wanted to make meaningful decisions out of this weblog file, which they can use in their decisions so that they can have increase their potential business or their potential customer based on these decisions that come out from the ETL big data analytics solution. As I was saying, the environment which we will need from our module 6 onwards till the end of the course is, for the big data, is Hortonworks Sandbox 1.3. As I explained, Talend Open Studio 5.5, and you guys may be running on either Mac or either on Windows 7, so that should be fine. And I am running minimum requirement. What you need to do is I am running, trust me, I am not running on a very hi-fi configuration model. My personal computer is running only on 4 GB RAM, and it's a i3 core i3 processor. That's it. Neither it is i5, neither it is i7, neither it's 8 GB RAM. Now with that sort of setup, we managed and we figured out how to run big data very fast. So you imagine if you are even having a better infrastructure of 8 GB RAM, or you are running on a better processor, so you are even much better. So it's really not a hardware even constraint to have a hands-on. Okay, as there were some myths going on the market, you really need a very good configuration model hardware in order to run the big data nodes. It is just the way you need to figure out how to get around the solution. That's it. So our use case, we had designed it in a way that what does the use case demonstrate, which we will also cover during our project, is because of the confidentiality, we cannot use any client's data. So we have to mask the data, and Talend is full of advanced capabilities where it can generate its own data. That is also one more reason why this makes this product such a hotcake in the market. There are very few ETL tools in the market which can generate their own data. I can generate millions of records for load balance testing, for simulating my production environment data based on the criteria. We will see that in our practical demo session, that how Talend is so good in generating real lifetime data, whatever amount of your data you wanted to generate. And once we generate that, we will load the data file. Everything what step 1, step 2, step 3 that we are doing, we would be doing all these operations using Talend. It's completely automated in Talend. We're not going to do any code. We are not going to do any manual step. I will load that data from the local file system to the SDFS platform, Hadoop, which will be done in seconds. Then our primary job, main job, will read the data from SDFS. It will process via pig script and achieve the result as the banking system we were saying. Now this is a small window which showcases how does connectivity or interfacing thing happens in between the job or the Talend platform and the Hortonworks data platform. This is the use case snapshot, right? Now what you see here, it shows different big components used to achieve the desired result. We read the weblog, then we filter out some of the weblog depending on our requirement. And since the data is excessively huge, whatever we do not need, we are going to, these are all advanced level of transformation, and we will cover them one by one with hands-on during our class. And then we filter out some of the columns which we are not going to use during our result producing, and then we calculate some of the value in a summarized format that we are interested to know that which are the potential area where this bank should, conduct the campaigns, and then the potential of those area probably have getting more customers, more and more customers for this bank. And then we present the data in a order format using a sorter, and then we store this result again back in Hadoop or in SDFS, so that if you are running any big data analytics technology or any dashboarding on top of it, that particular technology can again be complementary and can use this store result. And if you see Talend on your right side, this is the window. Let me get a marker here. And this is the area which is my Talend software. Talend for big data is on Windows or any operating system, you can say MacBook, or I'm running on Windows 7. Okay, now this gets connected to this sandbox. If you see here, this is the sandbox and this is Hortonworks, and then it interacts with this sandbox iteratively. Sandbox talks with the Talend for big data, and Talend for big data talks with the sandbox. I get to do my hive here, I get to do my pig here, I get to do my H catalog here, I get to do all the SDFS command that I can probably do from the command line as well in the file browsing mode. Then I get to do all the kind of settings need to be done here as admin. Alright, I can do all of that in this window, and I also get a parallel version of this in a command line. I get the same kind of stuff in command as well. So if you still want to do scripting, what Talend for big data or Hortonworks allows you is, if you still want to do scripting, not using Talend for doing a big data job, then we can still do that from command line. So during our practical demo, during our sessions, I'm going to teach you both way of interacting with the big data environment, from the graphical user interface starting from Talend for big data to the URL based interface, which is called GUI based interface of the Hortonworks, which is a big data flavor graphical user interface which is very easy to use, and plus if you are also interested in using from the command mode, from the command line. So we get all the three interface, and this is actually the real job. As I said, what weblog has been assumed that weblog has been created and generated by the client, by the bank is my client, is given me this weblog to make some business out of it, make some meaningful business out of it. I'll read this. How do we read this? We'll see that in the class. Then how do I filter my data? How do I reduce the data load here? If there are 4 volumes coming till here, and I know that my job will take a huge amount of time if I don't cut short of my required data. If I only require 2 data, then it is going to become a entry barrier, and it is going to be a savior for me. It will just give me 2 data, and then I will use some summarized functions to achieve the result. Then I will arrange them in order using sorter, and I will finally store, so that if any dashboarding report needs to be generated here, can be generated on top of this storing result. As I was saying, what is the advantage that you get with Talend, learning it Talend way? Learning the Talend for the big data hits 2 jackpot just in a single shot. Why? Number 1, most of the enterprise they struggle to integrate their data, which takes efforts and skills, and now here data integration skill of Talend comes handy, and it's the complementary to the big data environment. As I was saying, by the end of this course, you guys are not only going to be big data champs and experts, but also you are also data integration specialists. So even if big data is also in demand, you also become that demanding resource in the ETL and data integration platform market. Now number 2, obviously no programming makes big data area such a fun game that you get to focus on so much demanding technology and issues within the big data, rather than only focusing on map reduce programming, right? Now when you do things not in hours but in minutes, so you have so much of time to focus on advanced concepts which are coming in the market like Scala, Spark, Flume, Mahout. Alright, in the big data area, people are doing some or other thing on day-to-day basis. You just need to know, you just need to get time to get a taste of it, what exactly are these things happening on day-to-day market.